do a good job of slowing this offense down today. But as far as we know, the game is played with 11 players, guys, not one.
Well, we're just about ready. Let's join in on the coin toss, brought to you by Coke Zero. Colorado lines up for the kickoff. And this game is now underway. He's tackled at the 25-yard line. And now we get to see this offense for the first time as they head out onto the field. They'll start at the 25. First and 10. Going with the shotgun here. He drops back. And down he goes. Around the 37-yard line. Nice little pitch and catch with a wideout.
Quarterback and receiver spend a lot of time together. The coaches say they stay after practice just working on their timing, and right there it paid off.
Here's the option. Tackle made around the 41-yard line. He keeps it on the option and picks up maybe 4. It's 2nd and 6. Ball on the 41-yard line. The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. Back to pass. And we'll take a break while the injured player is attended to. First and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line. Ace backfield. The quarterback really lucked out there.
I thought they had a chance for the... But I'm sure they'll settle for the incompletion. It still was a good play.
The quarterback's in the gun with 3 receivers in the set. And this one's broken up.
Oh, that's just frustrating for a quarterback. You found the man, threw the football, and then it gets knocked down at the line of scrimmage. No!
Is that the noise that it made when he batted it down, Coach?
Come on, Kurt. You've been working with me a long time, and you know that I've got different whistles for everything that happens on the field. That, my friend, was the pass knocked down at the line whistle.
What's the interception whistle?
Same one.
And it's the offense that takes the field on 4th down. Nickel defense. That's a great tackle at the 23. And a nice pickup there.
I'll tell you what, the defense gambled a bit here and came with the blitz, and the quarterback showed tremendous poise by making a good read and delivered a nice ball to the open man.
And this play is number 8 on the drive. 3 wideouts here. Throws it, watch out. Oh, almost had a pick. That could have easily been a turnover.
I don't even think the quarterback even saw that guy.
Well, he almost saw him running the other direction with the football.
The defense comes up tight on the coverage. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Tackle around the 16-yard line. The defense provided good pressure on the play, but they just weren't able to get to the quarterback that time.
Hey, they picked up a nice gain of 7 yards on that play. Great pass.
Expect the defense to turn it up a notch here in the red zone. Going right, intercepted. Here he goes. Good tackle. He wasn't able to spin away from that one. And just a great interception by the cornerback.
Well, that's big time. He made a great read on the quarterback and got in there for the pick.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on their own 30. They line up in the jumbo set. Give to the tailback, and he's met in the backfield.
I'll tell you what, for a defensive back, this kid is a sure tackler, and he showed it right there.
No question. You can tell these guys are very well coached when you see these kind of tackles.
Scrambling around. Pressure coming, and he goes down.
Just a great job of getting to the quarterback there.
This young player is an excellent pass rusher. He uses great speed and technique against blocks, and he's always in the opponent's backfield.
You know, Coach, that was his 5th sack this year.
And now he's going to improvise. And he's taken down at the 23. They get a nice gain there.
Yeah, nice pass play. You know what, Kirk? I think that defense kind of underestimated the speed of that receiver that time.
Yes, very good observation out of you, my friend. It's going to be interesting to see how they adjust here.
1st and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line. They come out in a goal line set. Takes it right and brought down right away. The running back gets 2 on the carry. It's 2nd and 8. Ball on the 21-yard line. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Finds a man. Touchdown. And did that play ever develop nicely?
Well, it's all about the receiver on this play. He beat his man off the line and then ran a perfect route. All he had to do after that was make the catch.
And he tacks on the extra point. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Colorado lines up for the kickoff. Hits off. Vincent from the 5. Tackle at the 32. An interception cut this offense last drive short, so I think they're going to be looking for a little more success right here.
Do you think this quarterback is rattled a little bit after that last pick?
He better not be, because it's early in the game, and if he loses his composure, this team can be in for a very long game. I think he's going to be all right, Coach.
The D lineman wasn't letting anyone by him that time.
And the big fella did a heck of a job plugging up the hole where that play was supposed to go.
That guy's so big, Kirk, he doesn't plug up holes. He plugs up the whole line down there.
They give to the tailback. And the halfback carries for a pickup of 3.
Nice play by the sophomore corner to make that tackle there.
When a defense has help and run support from their corners, it takes a lot of pressure off the linebackers and safeties. Great play.
The student section's going crazy. Man in motion. And it looks like they're going to bring some heat. There's a strike complete. He might have a chance. At the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. Here's the PAT to tie this thing up. And he converts the extra point. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. They line up to kick this one away. And this is just a booming kick. hit hard. Well, fellas, what do you tell your offense after moving the ball so well on that last possession?
You don't tell them anything. They moved the ball very well. It's the defense who needs some talking to.
They really just need to cover better in the secondary. There's no reason why these receivers should be so wide open.
From a defensive coordinator standpoint, it can really help out your scheme when you get excellent run support by the corner.
Not only does this kid tell him not to throw to his side, he's telling him not to run to his side. Yo.
Decides to tuck it in, and he's got space. He gets hit out of bounds around the 41-yard line. Well, guys, he's scrambling around out there, and they're having a lot of trouble bringing him down.
Hey, the secondary did their job in coverage, but they just couldn't contain the quarterback.
That's no easy task either, Coach. This guy has some pretty good feet, as we saw in that play.
It's the tailback. Brought down right around midfield. They go with a run, and that'll be a gain of 9. They line up in the jumbo set. And they make the stop at the 44. So they pick up the first down there. It's about a 6-yard gain on the play.
That's another rush from this halfback. This time he does a great job of finding the opening in the defense and picking up a first down.
And down he goes around the 39-yard line. They get about 5 yards from the halfback. 2nd and 5. Ball on the 39-yard line. And they swap out the running back now for this next play. Now he tries to buy some time. Now he's going to run, and watch out. He's knocked out of bounds around the 32-yard line. They pick up another first, guys.
Great job here converting and keeping this defense on the field. They're getting very tired.
They come out in a goal line set. Again with the run. Brought down around the 25-yard line. About 7 yards on that carry. And that's the end of the first quarter, and we've got a tie ball game.
At the end of the first quarter, the score is tied.
Here's the 8th play of the series. It's 2nd down. They're packed in tight on the line. Gets a block on the corner. And they got to him before he could get back to the line. And that was a good stop by the defense. They got him in the backfield.
That's a great example of quickness by the defensive line. It allows you to break away from those blockers before they have a chance of moving you away from the play.
Going with the shotgun here. He's wrapped up for the sack. How about the effort of the defense right there?
It's been a great effort by this kid. He has been absolutely sensational. That was his 2nd sack today.
Yeah, that's 2 sacks today for this defensive end. He's really showed up and played the type of game you'd expect from him.
Tough break there for the kicking team. And our score, Colorado 7, Kansas State. Seven. We've got a 1st and 10. The defense calls an audible. Single set backfield. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. He gains a couple of yards on the carry.
That was a great hit by the defender. He just drove the ball carrier right to the ground.
It's 2nd and 8. Ball on their own 42. The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. Takes it right and brought down right away. Gain of less than a yard on the play. Third down now, and they need to get it out to midfield. They line up with one running back in the backfield. 3 wide. Back to pass. They bring the quarterback down. They were bringing a heavy rush on that one.
Brad, that's what happens if the quarterback holds the ball too long, waiting for his receivers to get open.
So no luck on that drive as they go 3 and out. It's away, and it's a booming punt. He's to the 20. He gets out to about the 32-yard line. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. They line up in the jumbo set. They give to the tailback. Looks like we've got an injured player down there. Can't tell who it is yet. Second and 9 coming up here. Ball on the 34-yard line. They line up in the shotgun. He scrambled. Now he's going to run, and watch out. He's taken down at the 40.
The quarterback didn't see anybody open downfield, so he took it himself and picked up some decent yardage.
That's a good job of making a play, but the defense didn't let him go too far.
Rolling out to the left side. Wants it all. Going deep. And got him. Down the sideline. The halfback got his number called on the pass play and came through with a score.
This is what separates good backs from great ones. You have to have the ability to contribute to the passing game.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. Colorado lines up for the kickoff. He sends it off. Vincent fields at the 17. Takes it out to maybe the 40-yard line. Their last drive resulted in a punt, so let's see if they can put together something a little more promising here. The defensive backs moving in closer. Single set backfield. Handoff, and he's met in the backfield. And they're going the wrong way, Coach.
Hey, Brad, if you don't have offensive balance, you can't keep the defense off of you.
The defense comes up tight on the coverage. They're in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers. Trying to get it to the tight end, but it falls to the ground. He had a guy open and missed him.
Oh, man, the coach is going to pop an assets over that one. They missed getting a huge play.
4 wide. They keep it on the ground, and a great tackle right there. They go with the draw, but it fools no one.
You know it's a bad sign when you run a draw play and no one on the defense yells, pass!
Well, that's why sometimes you'll hear smarter quarterbacks yelling run during the play action and yell pass during the draw plays.
The defense calls a timeout.
It's 4th down. And they're ready to punt this one away. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. At the 40. Across midfield. Tackle made at the 45-yard line. That was simply a sensational return.
That was a beautiful punt that drove the punt return man back. But once he got it, boom, gone. He was up the field and on his way.
This guy always is dangerous, and that's why he's back there. They do what they can to get the ball in his hands so he can make plays like that.
And he's shoved out of bounds right around the 24-yard line.
I'm telling you, quarterbacks who can run the ball are so hard to stop. You have to scheme around them, which takes the best coverages out of your defensive playbook.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. He scrambled. Pressure pressure coming, and he's sacked.
That's just not a good play by the quarterback here. He's got to have a better pocket presence.
Yep, he looked like he was having trouble finding someone to throw to.
From the gun. Scrambling around. Decides to tuck it in, and he's got space. He's knocked out of bounds around the 13-yard line. And a big gain on a quarterback scramble.
Easy play there. The receivers run the defenders off, and all the quarterback has to do was run to the vacant spot on the field.
And don't forget about the awareness of the quarterback, recognizing the coverage and having the courage to tote it downfield.
Now he's scrambling. Waits till the last moment. And that one was oh so close.
Close call is right. If you just put a little bit more touch on the ball, that would have been a big play. But let's give credit to the linebacker. That was an athletic play there by the defense.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. He's going to try and scramble. Throws a laser across the middle. And to get a few yards on that little reception.
Check it out. He ran a good route on this play. And the timing of the pass was good. And they were able to get a nice gain.
And they'll bring in the goal line set for this one. And they make the stop at the 2-yard line. They pick up another first, guys.
They've got a decent drive going here.
Yep, the offense is doing exactly what they have to do. Move the sticks.
Halfback carries, and he will score. Not much trouble getting in on that one.
Yeah, the running back just ran right through the opening, almost like a truck driving down the highway. Watch out.
It was just power versus power. Both goal line sets were in, and this time it was the offense that won.
And he tacks on the extra point. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Colorado gets set to kick this one away. He sends it downfield. He makes it out to maybe the 30-yard line. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. They'll get the ball here at the 30. Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. He's taken down at the 31. So he decides to hold on to it, and it goes nowhere. Backfield's in an offset I formation. Passes it to the middle of the field. He couldn't shake that tackle. He didn't have much of a chance on that play.
Boy, this defense has a lot of speed. They're all over him by the time he caught the ball.
But at least it was a simple play. The quarterback didn't try to force the issue there and risk a turnover.
He dances around, but they're still able to bring him down. It'll be short of the first after the completion.
Well, good effort by the defense to make sure they got him before he got to the marker.
Certainly not what we expected as we head to halftime. The score here at Folsom Field, Colorado 21, Kansas State 7. Kansas State is set to kick this ball off, and we're just about set to get the second half started. He's to the 10. Across the 30. He's tackled at the 38-yard line. And that right there was a pretty good kick return.
Sure was, and he was very close to really breaking free on that return.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see if they make any defensive adjustments here to try to slow things down.
They go right, and he's tackled behind the line. That'll be a loss of 1.
How about the hit by the defender? Just a great job of pursuing the ball. That's how you finish off a tackle.
They'll work from the shotgun. Now he's scrambling. And he's tackled at the 46-yard line. Nice pickup as they connect on the pass play.
Well, they look to be in sync right now. They're both reading the defense properly, and the result is a nice game.
It is a very dangerous-looking throw going across his body, but they got the results they wanted. It was a good pickup.
Tackle made at the 34.
Nice run for the first. That'll keep the drive alive.
1st and 10. They come out in a goal line set. Takes it right and brought down right away. 3 yards there on the play.
A nice play by the defense.
Yeah, the outside linebacker was coming in on a run blitz, and it caused some confusion on the offensive line.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. He's on the run. Deep ball, laying it out there. Finds the halfback in the end zone. Touchdown. What do you think about that touchdown pass, Kirk? That was number 3, Herbie.
Well, patience is the key here, guys. What I'm noticing more and more about this guy is he's very patient with the ball, and it's resulting in some nice scores, just like we've seen today.
Talk about a great catch. When you've got playmakers who can make catches like that, it can really make a good quarterback great. And he tacks on the extra point. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Hits off. From the 5-yard line. Across the 30. He's taken down at the 35. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. They line up in the shotgun, 3 wide. Here's the option. They'll get him for a loss.
This defensive end just showed us why he's much more than just a pass rusher.
Yep, I love this kid. He's a great run stopper as well as a great pass rusher. He's the real deal, Kirk. He can do it all.
Sends it out quick, intercepted. They'll bring him down at the 37. Nice pick by the safety.
Safety that time just sitting back there looking at the quarterback, and once it was thrown, he knew exactly where it was going, and he made the pick.
They come out in a goal line set. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. They get about 5 yards from the halfback.
5-yard gain on the play.
2nd and 5. Ball on the 32. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Rolls left, looking to throw. Runs with it, and he's got room. Slides down. And this quarterback has just hit the century mark on the ground.
Coach, he kind of plays like you did when you were at Florida State.
I can see that. However, he's not going both ways.
That's right, my friend. The Sunshine Scooter was playing both ways. You were under center and playing defensive back.
He's tackled at the 5-yard line. A 7-yard run by the running back. It's 2nd down. 4 yards out from the goal line. It's power against power right now on the field. Both teams have their jumbo sets out there. There's an injured player, and we'll try to find out who it is. They're about 4 yards away here on 3rd down. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. He rolls left. Tackle right around the 6-yard line. He scrambled, but he didn't get much.
Brad, this defense reacts too quickly for a scramble like that to work. He needs to spread them out a little bit more to try to create more room to run.
And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. Hits it off. Looking for the corner. He gets out to about the 28-yard line. You know the offense will be looking to do better this time out. They'll take over at the 28-yard line. 1st down, 10 yards to go. The offense lines this one up in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They'll run the option. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That was a good play by the halfback. Picked up about 5 yards on the option. They're about 4 yards away here on 2nd down. They line up in the shotgun, 3 wide. And the safety with the interception. And down he goes around the 45-yard line. First and 10. The defense sets up with 5 defensive linemen. Takes it right and brought down right away. That looks like a 1-yard gain.
1-yard gain on the play.
We've got 2nd and 9 here. Ball on the 44. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. He's rolling left. He wants it all. Goes to the end zone, and he's got the halfback. Touchdown. Again, it's his halfback that finds the end zone.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown today.
And this is just another example on how effective this air attack has been today. They've been just blowing them right out of the water.
And he converts the extra point. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Colorado lines up for the kickoff. And this one's away. Vincent takes it at the 16. He makes it to the 35-yard line. We'll have to see now how the offense responds this time after throwing a pick on their last drive.
This quarterback can make good passes. He just needs to focus on not forcing the ball to his receivers.
The offense will start at the 35-yard line. The backfield's in an offset I formation. Run play, and he'll lose yards. 2-yard loss for the halfback.
Loss of 2 on the play.
Second and 12 coming up here. Ball on the 33. Trips right. Option. Got some open field. And he's tackled at the 46-yard line. He kept it himself and picked up a good-looking first down.
Another reason why I love the option. Just when you think he's going to pitch it, he cuts up the field and keeps the ball himself.
No question, Coach. Great execution and a good decision there by the quarterback.
Tackle around the 38-yard line.
I like how this kid can use the sideline just as well as he can make plays in the middle of the field.
That's right, Kirk. They call that versatility.
That's right, Coach.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 38-yard line. One-man backfield. And they motion a guy to the right. Complete. Oh, what a hit. The defense looked a little lost on that one, Kirk.
Yeah, they did, Brad. Nice recognition here by the quarterback to see that confusion and then take advantage of it.
We head to the fourth quarter, and we didn't see this coming. The score here in Boulder, Colorado 38, Kansas State 7. We've got a 1st and 10. Offset I formation in the backfield. Dumps it complete to tight end over the middle. I'm not sure what happened, but one of the players is hurt. Second and 4 coming up here. Ace backfield. hits him hard at the 15-yard line. They'll get a first down there on the play with the run from the tailback.
Yep, he came away with about 5 yards there on the carry for the halfback.
They're back in the red zone where they have really struggled lately. It's the tailback, and they make the stop at the 11-yard line. 4 yards on that play. Here's the 8th play of the series. They line it up with 3 receivers. Throws, intercept. No, he dropped it. The defender could only get a hand on it.
A hand on it? If this kid wants to be a big-time player, he better start getting 2 hands on it.
Yeah, Lee, the ball should have been picked off.
They're in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers. Looking to throw. And he is drilled at the 5.
I like it. I like it.
Well, on third down, we expected them to go to the air, and they did just that, picking up the first down.
That's right, sweetheart.
They'll work from the shotgun. Here's the option. They'll bring him down for a loss on the play. And they lose a couple there. That brings up 2nd and goal. And this is the 11th play of the current drive. They line up with 1 running back in the backfield. 3 wide. Throws incomplete. They got a hand on it.
Great coverage by the linebacker there in the end zone.
Not only can this guy make tackles all over the field, but he can get out there and cover too.
Almost had it, but it's incomplete. Nice play by the defense to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, instead of going for the interception, they did the safe thing, and that was just to tip it away.
Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down. Single back set, 3 wide receivers. Throws it, watch out. Oh, almost had a pick. Not much of a chance on that one.
Well, he had to go for it. We're at a point where there's not much time left, and you got to put it all on the line.
You aren't going to convert many 4th downs against this defense. That's a really good stop. They go to the run, and he's tackled in the backfield for a loss.
That's the linebacker there getting in there to shut that play down.
The D-line did a good job of nullifying out the blocks up front, and that allowed the linebacker to roam free and make the tackle in the backfield.
2nd and 11 coming up. Ball on the 6-yard line. They line up in the jumbo set. They didn't snap the ball in time.
Dead ball. Delay of game. On the offense.
They'll be called for an infraction. That will put them back a few paces.
Man, the coaches are going to have to talk to these young guys about committing unnecessary fouls.
They'll line up just in front of their own end zone. Ball on the 3. He's on the run. Deep pass down the left side. No, incomplete. He let his halfback too far on that throw.
This kid needs to relax and get the ball down where his receivers can catch it.
They line up in the shotgun. Throws it deep downfield. Doesn't get there. They tried to fool him by running the same play again.
Fooled no one there, Brad.
It's 4th down. Here comes the punter looking to boot this one away. Gets it off. So let's see how the defense will hold up now as this offense comes out for their next drive. They'll set up shop at the 31-yard line. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Single back set, 3 wide receivers. He's taken down right around the 18-yard line.
The defenders are really going to have to get their heads into this game. That was a big play, and on 1st down, no less.
They're back in the red zone where the points have really been scarce lately. They'll bring him down at the 11-yard line.
The defense is playing all right, but they still need to be concerned with these types of short to mid-range passes.
The quarterback's in. With 3 receivers in the set. Huge play, and it's going to be first and goal.
Throwing the post route in the holes of zone coverage is just pitch and catch for these guys. They make it look so easy.
The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. What do you think of this guy, Lee?
This guy's a giant tailback playing fullback. He's got all the moves a halfback has, and he's got the power of a fullback. What a great combo.
He makes the PAT. So with less than 2 to go in the 4th quarter, the score is Colorado 38, Kansas State 14. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. Here's the onside. Oh, man, he took him down hard. They don't get the onside, and that should be enough to seal the deal.
That's right. Seal it up, sweetheart. This one is over.
They'll go to work at the 47-yard line. They come out in a goal line set. Off the right side, doesn't get much. Good tackle. Maybe a yard on the run by the tailback. 2nd down and 10 to go. They come out with 4 wide out. Deep pass down the right side. Intercepted. It's the junior corner. So it's intercepted by the corner after the errant pass.
Well, the corner came up with a pick, but he can thank his defensive line for that one. They got up into the quarterback's space, put the pressure, and made him get rid of the ball. The corner was there to make the pick.
We've got a 1st and 10. They line up in a double tight set. Lets it fly. Swatted away. Nice defensive play.
The thing I like here is watch the awareness by the defender. Look how he reads this play, focuses on the ball once it's thrown, and then breaks on the ball to deflect it away. That's tremendous effort.
And it looks like we've got our Russell Athletic players of the game. Here he goes. And he's taken down around the 26-yard line. And we got an injured player on the field. So it's 3rd down, and they're just inches away from picking up the 1st down. Well, after that injury, we'll get to see the backup quarterback here. Across the middle, tight end's got it. Tackle made around the 43-yard line. Nice little play there.
Not as good a defense. That time they thought they had to play pretty well covered. But this quarterback does a spectacular job, pulling this ball on the money, right in there.
Yeah, and physically, this guy's as good as anybody when it comes to arm strength. He's a very gifted athlete.
They pick up a good 6 yards there.
And he did a good job of not forcing the play. It was a simple throw and a good catch for a 6-yard gain.
Flares it and almost had it intercepted.
Yo, guys, that was a very dangerous pass.
This quarterback better be careful. He has a tendency to force some passes, and he really forced that one.
They line up in the shotgun, 3 wide. Fires it out. He's taken down at the 41-yard line.
He ran a clean route, and the quarterback got it to him with a good pass. 1st down.
And the receiver was able to shake off all the defenders that were trying to cover him, and that really made it easy for the quarterback to pick him out and throw him the ball.
And down he goes at about the 33-yard line.
If they keep this up, they're not going to see a 3rd down all drive.
Backfield's in an offset I formation. Quick strike, and he drops it. The wide receiver wasn't able to hang on.
Well, you talk about a solid hit. This guy is a true enforcer.
They line up for another 3rd down, and they've had no problem converting their first 2. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Throws complete. He's got space to work. And he's taken down at the 6.
Oh, man, what a throw. What a play. They were awful lucky, sweetheart.
I'll tell you what, Coach, after 3 consecutive third down conversions, I'd say they were awful clutch.
Here's the halfback. Dives, and he's down. Edwards comes away with 5 yards on the carry. We're at the 12th play of the drive. Second. Halfback gets the call, and he's got the touchdown.
They got the touchdown here, but they really didn't leave themselves enough time on the clock, Coach.
Yeah, Kirk, if they could have gotten into the end zone with maybe another 30 seconds or so on the clock, then I think they'd still have a chance. But now,
And they won't get the 2. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. And the ball game's over. And our final score in this one, Colorado 38, Kansas State 20. As we take a look at our Pontiac game-changing performance, Kirk, let's get your final thoughts on this one.
Well, it's not the outcome most people were expecting. Kansas State didn't think these guys will give them any trouble at all, but it ended up being more competition than they could handle. I think they overlooked this one, and it came back to haunt them.
Folks, that's going to wrap up another broadcast of NCAA Football 09. We'd like to thank all of you for playing, and we hope you join us again real soon. Brad Nessler saying goodbye, everybody.
Thank you for attending today's ball game. Please drive home safely.